What's kicking, everybody? It's me, Peyton from Judgment Day Fitness, and today I'm going to give you my secrets for a super chiseled jawline. You ready? Let's go. So if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you may have seen last week when I roasted this product, Jaws Are Size. It's just really stupid. It's supposed to get your jawline toned and stuff, and I'll get into that later. But I promised you guys that I would make a video on how to get a more defined, more chiseled jawline. So the first thing that you guys can do is lower your body fat percentage, all right? Think of every obese person that you know, or every person with a high body fat percentage. Do they have a chiseled jawline, all right? No. So you know who has the most defined jawline in the world? It is absolutely undisputable. No one can dispute it. This is the most defined jawline I've ever seen, alright? It is a skeleton. I mean, look at that. That is so defined and chiseled, and oh my gosh, look at the bone structure and just how defined that jawline is, alright? Now, coincidentally, this skeleton has no body fat, so I think that implies something right there. But in all seriousness, there is nothing that ruins a good jawline like extra fat, okay? The less body fat you have, to summarize, the less body fat you have, the better your jawline is likely to look, unless these other few factors I'm going to mention are going to play into it. So let's get on to those. So the second thing on our list of jawline killers is your facial hair structure. And yes, I know I'm not one to talk, I just haven't shaved since I got off chemotherapy, and I'm like really excited to have my facial hair and my regular hair. But I am shaving. I'm going to the barber next week. I'm getting shaved, I'm getting a haircut, so do not worry about that. Stay subscribed to see what my facial hair and everything looks like, jawline and everything looks like next week after I get it done. So have you ever looked at somebody with a beard and said, oh my gosh, what a fantastic jawline? No, you haven't. And that is because too much facial hair will cover up your jawline unless it's like all below here. But then that look weird. So anyways, too much facial hair will cover up a jawline, so you want to make sure you keep it short. And another thing you want to do is you want to make sure your facial hair lines up with your jawline. So if your jawline goes like this angle, okay, then you want to make sure that your facial hair is going along this angle as well, if that makes sense. For the rest of that, I'll just talk with your barber, someone who actually cuts hair for a living, as opposed to me. I just make videos just for fun. So let's see what they say. So the third thing I'm going to tell you is your sodium intake, alright? So sodium is basically salt, and it's something that you really can't escape. If you look on all the food packages of what you're eating, it's almost impossible to escape depending on your diet. But sodium does cause water retention all over your body, including your face. And if it causes water retention in your face, it will ruin your jawline. So what you want to do is you want to cut it out as much as you can, but not completely cut it out, because there is such thing as a sodium deficiency, and you don't want that. And speaking of water retention, the fourth thing that you want to do is drink lots of water. Alright, so your body stores water for emergencies, in case of dehydration, in case of unable to get water, something like that. Like a camel kind of, except we don't have two giant humps on our back, or at least that I know. I mean, I can't see my back. So, I'm just kidding. So, what you want to do is you want to start drinking a lot of water. Now, you might say, hey, Peyton, it's just going to be retained into my body. No, what's going to happen is your body's going to be like, oh, I guess we don't need all this water. And so it's going to start flushing out those reserves of water. The more water you drink, and it'll just pass through your system really quickly. Now, drinking water is also the way to fix an excess sodium intake if you got a lot of water retention in your face, because the sodium intake, drinking a lot of water will flush out the sodium, and it'll flush out the water as well. So you need to be drinking lots of water, and I cannot stress that enough to you guys, how important it is. If you don't believe me, ask your doctor. They'll tell you to drink a lot of water. So the fifth thing I can tell you guys is that your posture plays a role in this, alright? So I'm going to hope that most of you already have good posture. I'm going to hope that this isn't a problem for most of you, but if I'm changing one person's life and perspective here, then I'm very happy to hear that. So basically, just maintain good posture. You know what good posture is. Keep your head up like this. Keep your neck level, alright? I mean, have you ever seen H3 where he does the thing like that, where he brings his chin down, and like his neck is swallowed by... or his neck swallows his jawline, Basically, it doesn't always play a huge difference if you're like this or if you're like this, But just, you want all the help you can get, I'm assuming, right? Girls love jawlines, I promise. So the next thing I can tell you is don't waste your time, alright? There's products like Jawline and hey, chew on nylon, chew on gum, which I love gum, so I will be chewing on gum, don't you worry about that. Chew on gum, do these exercises for your face, you're like, It's so stupid. If you pay attention to these 5 things that I just told you, you don't need to do any of that. But I love gum again, so I will be chewing gum, and you can't tell me any different. So just stop wasting your time, guys. If you follow these 5 rules and 5 tips that I just gave you, you won't need to do any of that. Not that it helps anyways. You cannot spot reduce fat. Okay, so the Jawline and the exercising your face, you can't do that. It doesn't work. You're already chewing food every day, so the muscles in your face already get enough activation. Okay, so I promise you, it is all a scam, it is all a lie, or it is ignorance. So do not pay attention to any of that. I mean, you could also do plastic surgery, but don't be discouraged because a lot of people that give these jawline advice videos, they just have good jawlines because they have good genetics, alright? Genetics will play a role into the structure of your jawline, how well it shows it, 10% body fat versus 15% body fat. So you never really know. It's a really tricky game here, but like I said, follow those 5 pieces of advice I gave you guys, and you will be all good. Now, you can't buy a perfect jawline, but what you can buy is my merch linked below. I'm going to wrap this video up, you guys. I will see you guys next time. Follow my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page, all linked below, along with the merch. That's the first link in the bio or in the description. And I'd appreciate if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. And I will see you guys next time. I really love and appreciate you guys. Have a good day.